Many of you here tonight are descendants of the brave crew of AE1. They were sons, brothers, fathers, uncles, and their loss and the mystery surrounding their loss has been something many of you have grappled with for many years. So it's particularly moving and wonderful to have the mystery of what happened to AE1 now resolved. And we're delighted to have with us tonight Vera Ryan, the niece of AE1 stoker, Petty Officer John Messenger. And Vera is going to say a few words on behalf of the descendants of the crew. Please welcome Vera Ryan.
Thank you to all the people involved tonight, for all the leaders who have done so much to facilitate this. It has been an incredible journey for the descendant family members of the crew of Her Majesty's Australian submarine, AE1. Within the families, whenever our crew member was referred to, they were said to be lost, and that became almost a mantra for us. From a young age, many of us could recite the date they were lost, and often the area, on the 14th of September off the Duke of York Islands. The families grieved in isolation. The Australian public had no protocols for war casualty so early, let alone any real concept of submarines. To whom, other than family, could the family share the dread that came to them in the dark hours of the night? How did their men die? Had they been entombed in a metal casket, waiting for the air to run out? Where did they lie? In a strange way, this isolation was our link with our former family members, because neither in small country towns nor in sprawling cities did there seem to be anybody beside us who knew about AE1. When John Foster devoted his life to the story of and the search for AE1, he joined the submariners who had always honoured the memory of their missing Australian submarine and her crew of 35. He also, in his charismatic way, ignited an interest from an even wider community and formed us, descendant family members, into a community who knew and remembered. In 2007, we were a community with a memorial window in HMAS Cuttable and a misspelt memorial in Rabaul. But from 2012, we saw our family submariner honoured on magnificent memorials, one of which is here beside us, and dedicated with meaningful ceremonies. John Foster had challenged the most expert team to join him in his quest to find the resting place of AE1 and her crew. This was continued by Dr. Michael White, and it then came under the leadership of Rear Admiral Peter Briggs. Each search, though unsuccessful, was precious to the families. Our crew member and his resting place was special to others, and we could mentally address their immediate family. He's not forgotten. The search is not over. But what would success mean for us? We thought we would celebrate a glass of champagne, jubilation, Then the incredible happened. Submarine AE1 appeared on Foucault's screen from the deep abyss. And amazingly, rather than breaking out the champagne, many of us were overcome with emotion, and we mentally addressed grandparents and aunts and uncles. He has a grave, a known grave. He didn't suffer the long, lingering hours waiting for death as you had feared, as we had feared. And more importantly, he was never lost to the naval community. He was always, to them, waiting to be found. The submariners who followed, wearing his big boots, never gave up on him, and a dedicated, skilled team of people worked tirelessly to solve the mystery. And they found him. We, the Descendant family members, are exceptionally grateful to all of those involved in the search over many years, and to those who supported them. Thank you.
The museum is very proud to have been part of the process which led to the discovery of AE1, and will hopefully provide some sort of closure to many of you who are here this evening. And as we reflect on the men who were lost, it's only fitting that we pay our respects to them this evening. I therefore would like to invite Melissa Grueff, great-granddaughter of Chief ERA Joseph Wilson, to recite the Naval Ode. This will then be followed by a minute's silence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melissa Grueff.
They have no grave but the cruel sea. No flowers lay at their head. A rusting hulk is their tombstone, a fast on the ocean bed. They shall not grow old, as we who are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. As the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them, lest we forget.